10 to 15,000.
In a primetime television interview, U.S. President Joe Biden once again defended America's chaotic exit from Afghanistan.
But we've all seen the pictures. We've seen those hundreds of people packed into a C-17. We've seen Afghans falling.
That was 4 days ago, 5 days ago.
What did you think when you first saw those pictures?
What I thought was we have to gain control of this. We have to move this more quickly. We have to move in a way in which we can take control of that airport. And we did.
So you don't think this could have been handled, this actually could have been handled better in any way? No mistakes?
No, I don't think it could have been handled in a way that we're going to go back in hindsight and look, but the idea that somehow there's a way to have gotten out without chaos ensuing, I don't know how that happens. I don't know how that happened.
So for you, that was always priced into the decision?
Yes.
Biden had already blamed the country's collapse on Afghan leaders who fled and Afghan forces that didn't fight. Days after his departure from Kabul, Afghan President Ashraf Ghani defended allegations that he abandoned his people, saying his life was in danger and he wanted to prevent a bloodbath.
Don't believe those who say your president sold you out and fled. I left Afghanistan in a vest, shoes and a t-shirt, and I didn't take anything else with me. All the government valuables fell into the wrong hands. I had no management when I left Afghanistan.
The Biden administration has maintained that the U.S. underestimated the speed of a Taliban takeover, an assessment echoed by the U.S. Defense Secretary in Wednesday's Pentagon briefing.
Well, I stood behind this podium and it said that the Afghan security forces had the capacity, and by that I mean they had the training, the size, the capability to defend their country. This comes down to an issue of will and leadership. And no, I did not, nor did anyone else, see a collapse of an army that size in 11 days.
Former U.S. President Donald Trump weighed in on the matter.
But the fact is, our country was paying the Afghan soldiers a fortune, so we were sort of bribing them to fight. And that's not what it's all about. It's a great thing that we're getting out, but nobody has ever handled a withdrawal worse than Joe Biden. This is the greatest embarrassment, I believe, in the history of our country.
U.S. President Joe Biden met with national security advisors on Wednesday to discuss accelerating efforts to evacuate U.S. citizens and refugees out of Afghanistan. The Pentagon says it's managed to evacuate 2,000 people, but it's still far short of its goal to evacuate between 5,000 and 9,000 people per day.
Right now, we have to focus on this mission because we have soldiers at risk. And we also have American citizens and Afghans who supported us for 20 years, also at risk. This is personal, and we're going to get them out.
These were the scenes outside Hamid Karzai International Airport in Kabul on Wednesday night. Desperate Afghans attempting to flee the country, waiting outside the airport perimeter. The Taliban firing warning shots to push them back. Their control of Kabul and checkpoints continuing to complicate efforts of those trying to leave the country.